They want you to find the coordinates of midpoint or the midpoint x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. In the first step it is simple. They want you to find the centroid. We'll use the formula for centroid. So if they ask you to find the ratio, what is the first step? Assume the ratio is k:1. Please understand, whenever they ask question on ratio, using chart, y-axis divides in the ratio minus x1 by x2. What is distance between any 2 points? If you know 2 points, you can find the length. What are the possible diagonals for rhombus? AC is one diagonal, BD is other diagonal. Find the value of unknown xy, that is the fourth vertex. Welcome to the session, dear students. In my last class, we studied basic problems on section formulae. We have done few problems on section formulae of internal division, external division, and we learned the concept of centroid of a triangle, and we also found out points of trisections. In today's class, we'll go ahead with some more problems of section formulae. So now find the midpoint of the line segment joining 2 points. They gave 2 points. They want you to find the midpoint of the line segment joining 2 points. See, now they gave 2 points. Point A is 1, 3 and point B is 5, 7, and they want you to find midpoint. If you want to find midpoint, use the midpoint formula. So first point we call it as x1, y1, second point we call it as x2, y2. So midpoint M, what is the midpoint of point of line joining? x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So that is sum of the x coordinates by 2 and sum of the y coordinates by 2. Further, x1 plus x2 means 1 plus 5 by 2, comma 3 plus 7 by 2. That is, all of you know 1 plus 5 is 6 by 2, comma 10 by 2. Simplify this further, 2 1s are 2 3s are 2 1s are 2 5s are. So midpoint is 3, 5. So we got the midpoint. They want you to find the coordinates of midpoint or the midpoint. So we got it. So we use midpoint formula. Then find the centroid of triangle formed by 3 vertices. So they give 3 vertices of triangle. They are asking you to find the centroid. In my last session, I taught you centroid is the point of intersection of medians. And to find centroid, we have a formula, that is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So we'll apply the same, that is, we'll take 3 vertices. The first vertex A is 7, minus 3. Second vertex B, that is 4, 6. And the third vertex C, that is minus 11, minus 3. Now they gave 3 vertices we have taken. Call the first vertex as x1, y1. Call the second vertex as x2, y2. And third vertex is x3, y3. And what is the formula for centroid you have learned? So G is the centroid. And formula is what? Simple. That is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Simple. Sum of the x coordinates by 3, comma sum of the y coordinates by 3. That is, if I add, that will become 7 plus 4 plus minus 11 divided by 3, and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, minus 3 plus 6 minus 3 by 3. Simplify this further. So 7 plus 4, 11, 11 minus 11, 0, 0 by 3, comma. So minus 3 is minus 6, minus 6 plus 6 is 0 again, 0 by 3. All of you know 0 by anything is 0, 0, 0. Interesting. Centroid formed by this vertices is a origin. So we got centroid, and the centroid is what? Origin. So you know what is centroid? Centroid is the point of intersection of medians. So all the medians will intersect at this, and finding centroid is simple. Sum of the x coordinates by 3, comma sum of y coordinates by 3. X coordinate means what? The x values, the first values of all 3 points. 7 plus 4, 11, 11 plus of minus 11, 11 minus 11, 0, 0 by 3 is 3, and minus 3 minus 3 plus 6 is minus 3, positive 3 minus 3 is 0. So what is the centroid of a triangle? x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Then the centroid of triangle ABC is at the point 2 comma 3. In this problem they gave centroid. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ centroid ಅವರೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So they have given centroid. The coordinates of A they gave and B they gave. They are asking to find the coordinates of C. See here, let me draft a diagram for this. So now 3 vertices. Out of 3 vertices, one of the vertex they gave, that is 5 comma 6, I call it as A, and B they gave B. B is what? Minus 1 comma 4, and C is not given. C I call it as x comma y. Unknown is x comma y, and they also give centroid value. So they also give the centroid of this triangle. Centroid G is given. What is the centroid they give? 2 comma 3. Centroid is given. They want you to find third vertex. What is given? Centroid is given. They are asking you to find what? Third vertex. So use the centroid formula. What is the centroid formula? G is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. All of you know the formula for centroid. So LHS G value is given. What is the G value they give? 2 comma 3. In the place of G substitute 2 comma 3, and x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. So what is x1? The first part vertex is x1 y1, second vertex called as x2 y2, and third vertex, that is unknown, called as x3 y3. So now substitute in the place of x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3. So now x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. Sum of all the x coordinates by 3. So what are the x coordinate? 5 minus 1 and x. So 5 plus minus 1 plus x divided by 3. Sum of the y coordinates. What is the y coordinate here? 6. Here 4 plus y. 6 plus 4 plus y by 3. Now simplify this. So 2 comma 3 is equal to 5 minus 1 is 4 plus x. 4 plus x by 3. 6 plus 4 10 plus y. 10 plus y by 3. Now here 2 points are equal. All of you know if 2 points are equal, corresponding x value should be equal, corresponding y value should be equal, or corresponding x coordinate should be same and corresponding y coordinate should be same. So now equate x with x. If you equate x coordinate with x coordinate, what is x coordinate here? 2 is equal to 4 plus x by 3. Simplify this equation, transfer this. 2 into 3 is equal to 4 plus x. 6 is equal to 4 plus x. 6 minus 4 is equal to x, or 2 is x, or you got a value of x, that is 2. The vertex or the third point is having x and y. Equate y coordinate with y coordinate. Equate this y coordinate with y coordinate. What is the y coordinate here? 3. What is the y coordinate here? 10 plus y by 3. So you can take 10 plus y by 3 is equal to 3. Cross multiply, or 10 plus y is equal to 3 into 3. Further 10 plus y is equal to 9. Y is 9 minus 10. Y is minus 1. So you got the value of y. After you get the value of y, club the vertex. Therefore C, we assumed C is x comma y, and we got the value of x and y. What is the value of x we got? 2. And what is the value of y we got? Minus 1. 2 comma minus 1 is the third vertex. So they give 2 vertices, you need to find third vertex. We got the third vertex. They give centroid and we need to find third vertex. We have done it. So now this is the second type of problem. In the first type it is simple. They want you to find the centroid. We'll use the formula for centroid. What is the formula for centroid? x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. But in this they gave the vertices. They gave a value, they gave b value, and they are asking you to find third vertex, but they have given centroid by themselves. Please understand, centroid is given. So LHS G value is given. What is G value? 2 comma 3, substitute it and use the formula. x1 x2 is given, substitute. y1 y2 is given, substitute, and x3 is unknown, call it as x. y3 is unknown, call it as y. Simplify and equate x coordinate with this x coordinate and y coordinate with this y coordinate, and you will get x and y unknown. I hope all of you understood this. Now we have done two problems based on centroid of a triangle. In my last session I taught you the formula and we derived the formula for centroid. You know, centroid is a point of intersection of medians. It divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Using that technique we got the value of centroid. We are using the value of centroid and LHS centroid value is given and two vertices are given, but you need to find third vertex unknown. We call it as xy and we found out. All of you understood this? Next, find the ratio in which the line segment joining 2, -3 and 5, 6 divided by x-axis. Divided by what? X-axis means x-axis is dividing the line joining. Suppose if I plot, so this is x-axis and this is a line joining points. I give line joining points. So 2 points are there. What is one of the point? 2, -3 and other point is also given. What is the other point? 5, 6. In what ratio? This the point of division is on x-axis. They are telling x-axis divides. So there are 2 points, one is A and the other one is B, and x-axis dividing. You can see the diagram. And the point of division, please concentrate, the point of division lies on what? X-axis. If point of division lies on x-axis, then the point will be in the form x, 0. In my very first session I taught you, if a point lies on x-axis, it will have x value, but y value is 0. This is the point of division. They want you to find the ratio. They want you to find what? Ratio. If they ask you to find the ratio, assume the ratio as k:1. So first step is assumption of ratio. So let k:1 be the ratio. So now point of division x, 0. They are asking you to find the ratio. So now if you find k by 1 is same as k, that is the ratio. So if they ask you to find the ratio, what is the first step? Assume the ratio is k:1. Remember, if they ask you to find the ratio, assume the ratio first and find that k. Now it is very simple. So we'll use, you can say the point of division lies between AB. The point of division is an internal division. We have to take internal division. If you get the ratio as negative, then we conclude the point lies outside. It will be external. So now we have to solve this, and you know what is the point of division for internal division? Point of division, you know, P is what? mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. See, we don't know where exactly the point lies, whether it lies inside or outside AB, but we will find out. And if you get k value as negative, then the point divides externally, otherwise point divides internally. Now I took the point, and LHS, you know what is the point? X, 0. Y point of division, I took x, 0. It will have only x value. Y value is 0 because it lies on x-axis. Because x-axis is dividing. Then the ratio. What is the ratio we assumed? K is m and 1 is n. mx2. So this one of the point is x1, y1 and the other point is x2, y2. mx2 means what? M into 5 plus n y1. What is n? N is 1 into mx2 plus nx1. So 1 into 2 divided by m plus n. M plus n means what? M plus n. So here please substitute for m and n also. What is m? What is m? K. What is n? 1. So in the place of m and n, I'll write k into x2 5 and n is what? 1 into y2 divided by k plus 1. Y coordinate also. mx2, m means what? K, m is k, into y2 is what? 6, k into 6 plus 1 into y1, that is 1 into -3 divided by k plus 1. So please understand, if I equate x with x, I will not get the value. Why? Because this is unknown and here one unknown is there, k. So equate y coordinate with y coordinate, you will get k value. Our intention is to find the ratio. Ratio here means k. To find k, I will equate this y coordinate with this y coordinate. This is the only go. Because I know y coordinate here. What is y coordinate? 0. Equate the y coordinate of point of division. So now I will equate that. So k into 6 plus 1 into -3 divided by k plus 1 is equal to 0. So cross multiply or transfer this to RHS. So you know 6 into k is 6k minus 3 is equal to 0 into k. 0 into k plus 1 is 0, or 6k is 3, or k is 3 by 6. K is 3 by 6 means what? 1 by 2. So K you got 1 by 2 or 1 is to 2. So therefore K by 1 means 1 by 2 by 1, that is 1 by 2. So therefore the ratio is, final conclusion, ratio is 1 is to 2. 1 is to 2 internally. The x-axis divides internally. Why? Because I got positive. Here if you get negative, then externally. This is a big process. But now I will teach you a shortcut how to remember this. If ratio in x-axis, answer is minus y1 by y2. What is the y coordinate of the point? Minus 3. What is the y2? This is y1 and this is y2. Use the ratio. Minus y1 by y2 is the ratio, m is to n. So minus what is y1? Minus 3 divided by y2, 6. So 3 by 6. What is 3 by 6? 1 by 2. In one step you will get if you use this. X-axis divides in the ratio minus y1 by y2. Y-axis divides in the ratio minus x1 by x2, opposite. But you are not supposed to use this. And why I wrote this then? So I am using this so that you can verify whether you got correct or not. So I am getting 1 by 2. If I use the shortcut, what is the shortcut? X-axis means minus y1 by y2. If I use that, minus of y1 is minus 3 divided by y2. Y2 is what? 6. So it will be 1 is to 2 only. So the ratio in which x-axis divides is minus y1 by y2 to verify. But this is a procedure. When they ask you to find the ratio, assume the ratio. What is the ratio you should assume? Let k is to 1 be the ratio. And use the section formula for internal division and solve it. Suppose if you get k value negative, then we say the point divides externally. I hope all of you understood this. Now we'll go ahead with next problem. In what ratio does this point 2, 3 divides the line joining minus 1, 0 and 4, 5 externally? They want you to find in what ratio the point divides. So they want you to find the ratio in which it divides externally. They mentioned the term externally. So I have to use the formula of external division. So we'll use the formula for external division. What is the point of external division? mx2 minus nx1 divided by m minus n, my2 minus ny1 divided by m minus n. Hope all of you understood this. Now, point of division. The point of division is 2, 3. In the place of p, I will put 2, 3. And mx2, I told you, whenever they don't give the ratio, you can assume the ratio as k is to 1. But here, the point of division is given. The first point is x1, y1. And second point is x2, y2. Now, when they don't give ratio, you can assume k is to 1. So here I am taking m is to n, so m plus n. mx2 means what? Let the ratio be k is to 1. Let the ratio be k is to 1. If I take k is to 1 in the place of m and n, you can substitute k and 1. K is to 1, m means k, is to x2, x2 means 4, minus the same formula, 1 into x1 is minus 1 divided by k, k minus 1. Here also denominator k minus 1 and numerator k into y2. What is y2? 5 plus 1 into 0. Simplify this. 2, 3 is equal to 4k plus 1 by k minus 1 or 5k by k minus 1. Equate any x with x or y with y, you should get same. We will see that. So I will equate x coordinate 2, that is 4k plus 1 divided by what is given, k minus 1. Cross multiply. So it will become 2k minus 2 is equal to 4k plus 1. Rearrange. So bring this side, so it will be minus 2k. This comes here. So 2 plus 1, minus 2 becomes plus 2, 2 plus 1, 3. So you got k is 3 is to 2, negative. 3 minus 3 is to 2 means what? It divides 3 in the ratio 3 is to 2 externally, that is the meaning. Or equate second term with second term. What is the second term? 3. That is y coordinate with y coordinate. Here y coordinate is 3, here y coordinate is 5k by k minus 1. 3 is equal to 5k by k minus 1. Simplify this, cross multiply. So we'll get 3k minus 3 is equal to 5k, rearrange. 3k minus 3 is equal to 5k, rearrange, so it will be minus 2k and is equal to 3. Our k is what? 3 by minus 2 or minus 3 is to 2. See, in both the cases, when you equate x with x or y with y, you should get same ratio. We got it. So therefore, the point, the given point, what is the point they gave? 2, 3. Point 2, 3 divides line joining in the ratio 3 is to 2 externally. I wanted to find ratio, we got it. Please understand, whenever they ask question on ratio, take ratio as k is to 1. Equate x coordinate with x coordinate and y coordinate, you should get same ratio. Then that acts as point of division and you'll get the ratio. So I hope all of you understood. So two problems based on ratio we have done. One, x-axis divides the line joining. Here they gave a point of division. Use the section formula. They mentioned externally. That's why I'm using externally. And when ratio you get negative, it means externally. Then, in what ratio is the line segment joining the points, these two, divided by y-axis? Divided by what? Y-axis. Also find the coordinate of point of division. They are also asking to find the point of division. So now I told you, when they ask you to find the ratio, so first we will draft a diagram. Always we will use internal division section formula, and suppose if the ratio is negative, then we will think about, then it will be, so this is a y-axis is dividing, so point of division it will be in the form 0 comma y. This is the point of division. And when they don't give ratio, I told you, assume the ratio as k is to 1, and they gave endpoints. What are the endpoints? One is 4 comma 5, the other one is 1 comma 2. 4 comma 5 you call it as x1 y1, and 1 comma 2 call it as x2 y2, and use the section formula for internal division. So the point of division is equal to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, and my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. And LHS value you know. So the point of division they gave. What is the point of division they gave? So in what ratio? The point on y-axis. The point of division lies on y-axis. So can I take the point be 0 comma y? So in the beginning we can take this explanation. Let p is equal to 0 comma y be the point which divides the given points. What are the given points? 4, 5 and given points a, 4, 5. I am naming it as a. And the other point, what is the other point? The other point is 1 comma 2 in the ratio. When they don't give ratio, what I taught you? When they don't give ratio, I told you to take the ratio k is to 1. This is the assumption. So now we took the formula and substitute. M plus n means what? Sum of the ratio k plus 1. In denominator here also k plus 1. Then further what you should do? Mx2 means what? K into 1 plus 1 into 4 and k into 2 plus 1 into 5. Now my dear student, my question to you, if you want to get k, whether you will equate x with x or y with y. Here we have to equate x coordinate with x coordinate because we know x coordinate. What is x coordinate? 0. Why? Because the point is divided by y axis. If point of division lies on y axis, its x value is 0. So in this, equate x coordinate of the point of division with the x coordinate what we got, and you will get k. So now further proceeding, 0 is equal to k into 1 is k plus 4 into 1 is 4 divided by k plus 1, cross multiply. This goes that side. 0 into k plus 1 is 0 and you have k plus 4. You got the value of k. What is the value of k? K is minus 4. What is k? Minus 4. So k minus 4 means ratio is k is to 1, that is minus 4 is to 1. Minus 4 is to 1 means 4 is to 1 externally. Okay. Now we got k value. and they want you to find the y point also. If you want point, equate y coordinate with y coordinate. Equate y coordinate with what? Y coordinate. So what is the y coordinate in LHS? Y. In RHS, what is the y coordinate? 2k plus 5 divided by k plus 1, and y coordinate value we want to find, that is, you know, k value just now we got. What is k value? Minus 4. Substituted 2 into minus 4 plus 5 divided by minus 4 plus 1. Simplify this. Minus 8 plus 5, minus 8 plus 5 is 3 divided by minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. So 1. Y coordinate is 1. So now therefore we will write the conclusion. Therefore k we got minus 4. So we will write ratio as k is to 1, that is 4 is to 1, but minus is there. So we say ratio is 4 is to 1 externally. In spite of writing minus, you can tell externally. Or you can just say ratio is minus 4 is to 1, 1 another 5. Minus indicates the point of division lies external. And point, they want you to find point on the y coordinate. The point P is 0 comma y, and just now we got y. What is the y value we got? 1. 0 comma 1 is the point which divides. So it's a point. They expected you to find the ratio. They also expected you to find the coordinates of the point. You got the coordinates of the point also. So what is the ratio you got? Minus 4 is to 1. We say 4 is to 1 externally. This is the answer. And they wanted to find the point. What is the point? 0 comma 1, because the point of division lies on y axis. The point on y axis will be in the form 0 comma y. And to find the ratio, I gave the shortcut also. What is the, just we'll verify. So how to verify? Minus x1 by x2. Y axis divides in the ratio minus x1 by x2. So it is minus, what is x1 here? 4 divided by what is x2 here? 1. That is minus 4 is to 1. We'll get same. So using short y axis divides in the ratio minus x1 by x2, we'll get the ratio, and that method you have to use to verify. We have done it. So they wanted to find the ratio, got the ratio. They wanted to find the point or coordinates of the point which divides, that is 0 comma y, y value also you got. So by this we have done the problem. Next, find the length of medians of triangle whose vertices are 3 vertices they give. Interesting. See, when you see the past papers, the past sessions, we have done distance formula. Length means distance between 2 points. And in this session, we know how to find midpoint. Now, you should know the definition of midpoint. What is the concept? Median. What is median? Median is a line segment joining one of the vertex of the triangle to the midpoint of opposite side. So, now if I draw a triangle, they want the length of medians of the triangle. So, we can draw 3 medians. We have to find 3 medians length. So first they gave A minus 3 comma 6. Then they gave B. What is B? 5 comma 4. Then they gave C. What is C? 1 comma minus 2. Now they want you to find the length of medians. So first median I will take it as AM, where M is what? Midpoint of BC. How to find midpoint? Directly x1 plus x2 by 2. 5 plus 1 by 2. 5 plus 1 by 2, comma 4 plus minus 2, 4 minus 2 by 2. So you will get one of the median 6 by 2, 3, 2 by 2, 1. So you got M. Then you can find AM. Similarly, BN is other median. So N is midpoint of AC. Apply midpoint formula. Minus 3 plus 1, minus 3 plus 1, minus 3 plus 1 by 2. Comma 6 plus minus 2, 6 minus 2 by 2. So n value, what is n value? Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2, minus 2 by 2 is minus 1, 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 by 2 is 2. Got n value. Then you go for AM, BN, okay, C, R. Now R is the midpoint of AB. So again use midpoint formula. 5 directly I'll use 5 plus minus 3 is 5 minus 3, 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 by 2 is 1, R value 1, and y1 plus y2 6 plus 4 10, 10 by 2 is 5. I wrote all the midpoints. Now length of median, I use midpoint formula to find the thing. So now length of median AM. So A, you know what is A? Minus 3 comma 6. M you got. What is M? M is the midpoint of BC. For BC I use midpoint formula, I got it. So now m also, you know what is m? 3 comma 1. Now I will find length of am. So one of the median is am. Length means distance. Distance means you can use distance formula. What is distance between any 2 points? If you know 2 points, you can find the length or distance. So that is root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now that is x2 minus x1 minus 3 the whole square plus y2 minus y1, or I can call any vertex as difference of x coordinates. So I call this as x2 y2 and I call this as x1 y1, any pair, and y2 minus y1, so 6 minus 1 the whole square. Now minus 3 is minus 6 the whole square, 5 square under the root 36 plus 25. So 36 plus 25, 61, root 61 units. I hope all of you understood this. So I got one length of one median. Similarly, you can find length of bn, you can find length of cn also. Bn is another median here, and the other one is what? Cr. I am leaving it to you. So A is one of the vertex, M is the midpoint of BC. So find the length between AB, you will get it. So minus 3 is minus 6, the whole square is plus 36, and minus 6 minus 1, 5 square is, or you can do reverse also, 3 minus of minus is 3 plus 3 6 square, or 1 minus 5 minus 6 is minus 5 the whole square, you will get the same value. I hope all of you understood this. So I am asking you to find the other median's length. What are the other medians in the diagram? You should find BN length, and also you should find CR length. This spot I am leaving it to you, you can find. What is median? Median is the line joining one of the vertex to the midpoint of opposite side. Midpoint of what? Opposite side. So similarly, I got already midpoint of AB and I named it as R. And how to find midpoint? Use the midpoint formula. We have learned it. x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. We use this to get the answer. So I hope all of you understood the method, and I am expecting you people to solve this and go ahead. Now, next. So now, the three vertices of rhombus they have given in order. They want you to find fourth vertex. Concept is simple. Midpoint of rhombus bisects. If I draw a rhombus, midpoint of the diagonals. Midpoint of what? Diagonals of rhombus bisects. So I'll name it as A, B, C, D, and you know what are the diagonals? AC is one diagonal, BD is other diagonal. This is a midpoint. So means midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of other diagonal. What is the other diagonal? BD. Use this, and we have a shortcut also for this. Shortcut is just to verify, but you have to apply regular method. So what is A? Vertex A is given. What is vertex A? They give 2 comma minus 1. What is vertex B? They give 3 comma 4. What is vertex C? Minus 2 comma 3. What is vertex D? We don't know. We call it as x comma y. Now midpoint of AC. So between A and C, what is the midpoint formula? All of you know midpoint formula. x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Now I am applying midpoint for A and C. So x1 is this and x2 is this. 2 plus minus 2, 2 minus 2 is 0, 0 by 2. So here 2 plus minus 2 by 2. And y1 plus y2 by 2. What is y1? Minus 1 plus 3 by 2. Midpoint, this is of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. BD. So this is B and this is D. And I apply midpoint formula. x1 plus x2 by 2. It will become 3 plus x by 2 is equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. 4 plus y by 2. Now equate first with first and second with second. You will get x5. So I will equate these two. If I equate this, minus 2 plus 2 or 2 minus 2 by 2 is equal to 3 plus x by 2. And all of you know 2 cancels, or this is 0 is equal to 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 is equal to 3 plus x, or x is equal to minus 3. Got x coordinate of the fourth vertex and equate y coordinate with y coordinate. If I equate y coordinate with y coordinate, that is minus 1 plus 3 by 2 is equal to 4 plus y by 2. So further I can cancel 2. And you know this is 2 numerator, denominator 4 plus y, transfer this side. So 2 minus 4 is y, and y value is minus 2. we got y coordinate as -2, we got x coordinate as -3. Therefore, the fourth vertex D is what? X comma y we assumed, and we got the x value and we got the y value. X value we got -3 and y value we got -2. This is the fourth vertex. That's it. I hope all of you understood what is the concept. The diagonals of rhombus bisects. Bisect means what? They cut at same midpoint. Means midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. They cut at midpoints. Bisection means what? Divide into two equal halves. So midpoint of one of the diagonal is equal to midpoint of other diagonal. That is the concept. For rhombus, square, rectangle, you can use the same concept to get the fourth vertex. They gave three vertices A, B, C. I have drawn it, and we are using a concept. Diagonals bisect means what? Midpoint of one of the diagonal is equal to midpoint of other diagonal. What are the possible diagonals for rhombus? AC is one diagonal, BD is other diagonal. So midpoint of AC should be equal to midpoint of BD. Use that concept and assume the fourth vertex is XY and solve it. You will get the answer. Important questions. And fourth vertex is first minus second plus 3. If you do also, you will get the answer. Same concept. Three consecutive vertices A, B, C in order. Consecutive means what? In order they gave. They wanted to find the fourth vertex. Again, same midpoint of parallelogram, diagonals of parallelogram bisects. So they gave A. What is A? 3, 0 and B 5, 2 and C -2, 6. This is given and D is unknown. D call it as XY and I will draw AC and I will draw BD. They are bisecting at M. So again the concept is what? Midpoint of AC, midpoint of diagonal AC should be equal to midpoint of diagonal BD. Midpoint of what? Diagonal BD. So use this concept and get the value of D. So what is the concept here? Midpoint of diagonals bisect each other. Use the concept of midpoint diagonals bisect each other. Like last problem, you solve it and find the value of unknown XY. That is the fourth vertex. So now find the midpoint. If the midpoints of the sides of triangle are given, then you should find the vertices of triangle. One of the interesting question, they give midpoints. They want you to find the vertices. So now here solving simultaneous equation and assuming. So first vertex they give, so midpoint they give. So I don't know the first vertex, I call it as x1, y1 is the first vertex. Second vertex we name it as x2, y2. Third vertex we name it as x3, y3. These are the things, all three are unknown, we should find. One of the important questions. And midpoints are given. Midpoints are given. So I call this as midpoint M. What is the midpoint? 2, 4. First midpoint is 2, 6. Second midpoint 4, 6. Third midpoint 3, 5. This is given. So now use the midpoint formula. So from the diagram 2, 6 and we name them M, N, R. M is what? Midpoint of AC. M is midpoint of AB. M is midpoint of AB. So M value, you know, they have given M value 2, 6. And midpoint for these two. What is the midpoint formula? X1 plus X2 by 2, Y1 plus Y2 by 2. Here the same. So X1 plus X2 by 2, comma Y1 plus Y2 by 2. Now equate first with first and second with second. If you do that, 2 is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. Cross multiply and rearrange, 2 2s are 4. So you will get x1 plus x2 is equal to 4, one of the value. Similarly, equate y coordinate with y coordinate. If I equate y coordinate with y coordinate, 6 is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Rearrange it. You will get y1 plus y2 is equal to 6 2s are 12. Got some of the y coordinates. Now we got two equations. We need to find the vertices x1, y1 and x2, y2. So now I will take n. N is the midpoint of what? BC. I will take n. I will name this equation as 1 and I will call this equation as 2. So now n is the midpoint of, in the diagram you can observe, n is the midpoint of what? N is the point which divides BC. N is x1 plus x2 by 2, midpoint of BC. So n value they have given. What is n value given? 4, 6. In the place of n, put 4, 6 and apply midpoint formula for BC. What is the midpoint formula? X1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Here x coordinate sum divided by 2. What is x coordinates there? x2 plus x3 by 2, y2 plus y3 by 2. Now equate first with first. that is 4 is equal to x2 plus x3 by 2. Rearrange it, you will get x2 plus x3. x2 plus x3 is equal to 4 to the 8. Call it as equation 3 and equate y with y, that is 6 is equal to y2 plus y3 by 3 by 2. So rearrange, so you will get y2 plus y3 is equal to 12. So simultaneous equation, this is a fourth equation, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 equations I got, x2 plus s3, y2 plus y3. Then third midpoint they give r. R is the midpoint of what? AC. Directly I'll use, that is x1 plus x3 by 2, y1 plus y2 by y3 by 2. So now R value, you know what is R value? 3 comma 5 is equal to sum of these two, that is x1 plus x3 by 2, y1 plus y3 by 2. Equate x with x and y with y. If I equate x coordinate with x coordinate, that implies 3 is equal to x1 plus x3 by 2. Cross multiply, 3 to the 6 is equal to x1 plus x3. You got x1 plus x3 value. What is x1 plus x3 value? 6. Call it as equation 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the order if you go, we have fourth equation also. Call this as 5. Then equate y with y, you will get 6th, that is 5 to the directly, right? 10 is equal to y1 plus y3, or y1 plus y3 if you simplify, you will get 10. Call it as 6. 6 simultaneous equations we have created. Carefully observe, we have created how many? 6. Add all odd equations, you will get one equation. So I will perform solving. So I am doing addition of equation 1, 2, 3. So if I add, what is the equation of 1, 3, 5? 1, 3 and 5. Odd numbers I will add. What is the odd number? x1 plus x2. What is the 3? x2 plus x3. And what is 5? What is equation 5? Here we have equation 5, all x coordinates. So equation 1, all odd numbers. All odd numbers we need to add. Similarly, add all even numbers and solve the simultaneous equations to get the value. So now I'll add 1 plus 3 plus 5 odd equations. You know, you observe what is 1? x1 plus x2. What is 3? x2 plus x3. What is 5? x1 plus x3. So x1 comes 2 times, x2 comes 2 times, y2. So when you add, you will get 2x1 plus 2y1 plus 2x1 plus 2x2 plus 2x3 is equal to RHS. What is RHS? 4, 12, 16, 16, 8. 16 plus 8, that is 24. So now I can take 2 common. If I take 2 common, I will get x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 24 divided by 12, it will become 24 by 12 by 2, it will become 12. So now we got another equation, that is x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to what? 12. And now this is a basic equation. Here you know the value of x1 plus x2. Put x1 plus x2, you will get x3. In this you put x1 plus x3, you will get x2. So like that you substitute, you will get x1 separately, x2 separately and x3 separately. So now you know x1 plus x2. What is x1 plus x2? 4. So now in the place of x1 plus x2, if I put 4, 4 plus x3 becomes 12 and x3 becomes 12 minus 4. What is 12 minus 4? 8. You got x3. Similarly, substitute x2 plus x3, you will get x1. Similarly, substitute x1 plus x3, you will get x2. Like that, you can find all x coordinates. Similarly, add even terms. 2, 4, 6 equation if you add, you will get 2y1 plus 2y2 plus 2y3. From that, you get y1 plus y2 plus y3 and substitute, you will get the coordinates. So now you got only x3. So keep substituting. So in my next session, I'll start with same kind of problem. I'm leaving the task for you. So now what I told you, after you do this, substitute for x1 plus x2, you will get x3. I have done it. Substitute the value of x2 plus x3, you will get x1. And similarly, you do for y also. I gave the hint to find y, add all the even. So I'll see you in my next session with the answer for this. And whether you do or not, similar one more problem we'll be discussing in the next session. So today we have discussed problems on how to find ratio. Today we discussed problems on centroid of a triangle. Vertices they'll give, you should find centroid. Centroid they'll give, you should find ratio. And points of division we have found out, and we solved problems on rhombus and parallelogram. I told you there the concept is diagonals bisects, means midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD values, and this is also one of the concepts of midpoint. So, we will continue from this in my next session. Thank you for attending the session. I will see you in my next session. Thank you.